Good morning, everyone. I'm here with Cara's latest kits. Obviously, I've not been around for a while because it's Ramadan, and really, you have no time for anything much in Ramadan. You're trying to squeeze hours of sleep in where you can. It's all a bit, it's so different. It's a different world. It really is this month, but you know, I just absolutely love it. This kit is her file folder kit. She's done wonderfully well with these kits. They're absolutely gorgeous, and we're still doing the rainbow retro. So she's typed out all these on that little machine of hers, and each page has them on them, the words, and she's tried to cover as many words as she could think of. Some will go with the colour and some will be used for anything, and they're absolutely brilliant. I mean, I love the colour of these butterflies. They're absolutely beautiful. So obviously you're going to go through all the colours of the rainbow again, and it is wonderful. It's like doing 6 journals at the same time. It's the only way I can explain it, because you're concentrating on each individual colour, and you're making, say, 6 envelopes in all the colours, or 6 tags all in the colours. It really is. It's like doing 6 journals, but the girls are loving it. Got lovely, lovely ferns in. I adore these butterflies. They're really beautiful. And I just think she's put so much time and effort into these. They are just really lovely, and they make such a difference to your journal. I love those yellow ones. And the butterflies at the bottom. Whoops, a daisy, it's got caught on there. That was really good, wasn't it? So that's that kit from last week that she did. And then the Friday freebie were these gorgeous mini envelopes, and then you have the ephemera to go with the envelopes. Now these fit inside the envelope, or they fit on the front, and I will show you those in my journal in a minute. And then you've got all the colours, so you've got one of each colour, which I think is absolutely fab, and they are absolutely lovely. They are so cute. And then the newest kit that Cara's done, fabric tags. And what she's done is she's made the tags up, and obviously then she's copied them to make a kit. But this here, if you look at the pattern, she's then transposed onto the envelopes. And these are a fab size coin envelope. They really, really are. They're absolutely brilliant. And she always gives you loads of ephemera, Cara. This is my favourite. I absolutely love this orange boulder clip. I think he's so, so cute and adorable. But you can see you've got so much potential with these. They're absolutely gorgeous. And I was talking to her the other day because people are asking for more, to do different, you know, more rainbow journals. You know, and I was talking about maybe doing an autumnal coloured one, you know, because I thought that would be lovely for the autumn, and she's thinking of doing maybe pastels next year. And then she's got these gorgeous, gorgeous dollies, and we all love our dollies, don't we? I don't know what it is, but I have an aversion to Mr. Green Man. I don't know why, I just have an aversion to Mr. Green Man. Cara says he looks a bit, you know, grumpy and a bit miserable, and I'm thinking, well, I don't know, I just have an aversion to him. Isn't it funny? You don't know the guy, you've never met him, but there's just something about his face. Maybe the wife got him to wash up this morning. Oh dear. So those are the lovely, lovely, and they come with this kit, and this kit is still on sale, so it's something like $1.50, something like that. It is really, really cheap. I mean, that's what Cara does. She tries to get the prices down. Anyway, I've done all 3 of those, but I've popped them into my journal. Let's make sure you can see me. Yeah, and I've popped them into my journal in places that are going to go into. So I started filling up the journal. There's the red tag. Now what I did is I cut a load of these flowers out as well in the colours of the rainbow to coordinate, and it's made quite a difference. I've got an earache and I've got cotton wool in my ear, so I don't know whether I'm sounding right or not. So if I sound a bit weird, it's because I've got cotton wool in my ear. Here's one of the mini envelopes. Aren't they adorable? And that was a freebie. And I've got my buttons out and everything. And then on the back, I've put that ephemera. I'm going to actually back. I haven't actually backed the ephemera for these envelopes yet. I haven't. That's the bit I haven't done. But it's I only get about an hour or so a day to actually craft now. I mean, sometimes I used to do 12 hours in a day. So I only get about an hour or so now, so it's you know, it's taking me a long time to do things. Right, and here's the big envelope. And I've popped this on top of here so it looks like it's actually all one, isn't it? And these flowers have really complemented it. I've not put anything in the big envelopes yet. I've kept that bit. And there's the mini tag. And this is what I've done with mine. What I've done is I've actually made it into a file folder. So you've actually got a file folder. And then you can pop your bits in. And I thought that was such a lovely thing to do. So all of them, I've done that with mine. I've decorated them and then I've made them actually into a file folder and put the other one inside. I think most people are using them just as journaling cards, but I thought, nah, I'm going to make them file folders. And it's so easy to do. You just fold over your bit of card and then you're there, right? If you fold the card over, pop one on the front, and then when you cut it out, just cut the three sides out first, like this, and then go up past where the tab bits are. So when you stick the one on the other side, sometimes it's not quite marrying up correctly, and there's one colour that doesn't actually have the tabs on, but then you can use that extra card that you've got to marry it up better and make your own tabs if you want to. That's the lovely orange one, Warmth. Isn't that beautiful? And my little chicks coming out of his egg again. And I've popped that one in there. See, there's that lovely, lovely orange bulldog clip. I think is amazing. I told Cara I want them in all the different colours. I think that would be incredible. Multicolour bulldog clips. And there's my wee one again. Now, what Cara did with her wee ones, which I think was pure genius, I really did. She's taken she's taken 3 of each colour, and she's done them this way round. Okay, and she's put 3 on a page, and then she's decorated the backs, and then she's put ephemera on the inside. And I just think that is such a lovely idea. I really do. I think that is a brilliant idea. So I think I'm going to be making some more of those. And there's my little red one. Oops, a daisy. I've still got a huge pile of they're all made up ready to decorate, so I've got a huge pile of here of tags and all sorts ready to decorate. So I'm getting there. Oops, this is my file folder again, and you've got the back there, and inside I've made another one. I love that little button. Pop that in there. And then there's another one. And I just think these are fab. Inside a journal, I think these are just absolutely brilliant. I really do. I think they're lovely. Of course, you can, you know, what everybody else was doing, make your journaling cards. But I just think they're lovely. And they're cute. I love these little tiny, tiny envelopes. I'll get round to backing all this ephemera at some stage. There's the mini one in there. I don't know all the pages because you'll be here till next Christmas. But I wanted to get them in. How lovely is that? I've actually gone and done a shabby chic bit with a bit on the bottom, and that's that lovely ruler that's in the kit. And on this one, I've added my own fabric. Yeah, I thought I'd put them in so I know where they are. And it's sort of got me a bit of ahead of things. As I say, these big envelopes are gorgeous. Look at this, it's the size of them. They're such a lovely size. And of course you can pop them down that way. And if you're going to pop them down that way, you might want to just take a little bit more of a divot out of there, so you can slide your stuff in and out properly. I like to put paper in mine. If I've got bigger envelopes, I like to put, you know, dyed paper in them. there's the green one. I say it's just like doing 6 journals at the same time. It's just, and it's so much fun. It really is. Here's the green one. There's a cactus. We had to have a cactus from a Cara, didn't we? That's your back. And I'll pop this lovely, lovely goose grain on here. And there's the one on the inside. Yeah, this one didn't have tabs on it. 8 sachets. What was that from? I think that was from Herbal Tea, if I remember correctly. It's funny because you do go around and you see something in a rainbow colour and you collect it. You automatically collect it. Oops, that didn't stick on, did it very well? So little things like that you see and you collect them, and it's just brilliant. It really is. It's brilliant. I'll tell you a funny story. I've got my magazine this week. You know, I've been getting this magazine for a few weeks, you know, because it was £1 a week. And it says on the front, slowly does it, British snails are winning. And I thought, yeah, well, I know we've got some big ones around here, and they're really quite a brown colour, you know. And obviously I've got the giant African snails in the close. And I thought, oh, that's going to be nice, a really nice article about snails. Yeah, it's about escargot and them eating them. So there's me thinking I'm going to learn something about snails. And it was about how to cook them. I don't think the boys downstairs would be very impressed if I decided to cook them for their tea. Oh dear. That's my little green one. No, I don't think the boys want to be cooked. Well, actually, the thing with snails is they're not actually a sex. Okay, so if I put those 2 snails together down there, we're calling them Bert and Ernie at the moment, they will have babies. Okay, you don't actually have a sex. They change to, you know, suit the situation, so to speak. I love that queen. And they lay about 100 eggs at a time. And the most humane way of getting rid of their eggs, because obviously you don't want 100 babies crawling around, the most humane way to get rid of their eggs is you freeze them, because then they just never wake up, basically. Because if a snail gets too cold, it hibernates. I mean, they hibernate in the winter, even though they've got heat pads underneath them, they still hibernate in the winter. That was me making some ephemera, and it didn't fit in the envelope, so I just thought I'd keep that. It's quite cute. There's the blue envelope there. Yeah, because I was trying to find an ephemera that would actually fit in the envelope, so in the end I went with the bird. Use the bird. I love that stapler from Tim Holtz because it's such a delicate little staple. You know, because your normal staples are so huge. I don't know if you can see the ephemera on that much. And there's my file folder again. They just really, really are so lovely, aren't they? I'm just so glad she did them. I really am, bless her heart. Look at those birdies. I cut them out on that one. Fussy cut them out because they're so cute. And that's the big envelope. It's all right, you're on the last colour. You don't have to fall asleep yet. There's the purple one. And that's the purple under there. There we go. And that's the purple. And there's that purple one. I just love all the butterflies she puts in it. As you know, I always make mine. If you actually, I don't know if I hold it on the side, you might actually be able to see that it's actually raised. I always, you know, curl my wings first and then hold them like that until the glue adheres. So mine have always got that little bit of a bump, a little bit of 3D on them. And that's the purple envelope, and I think we're about there now. That should be it, shouldn't it? I'm sure it is. So I stuck them with that. Oh, the little tiny little purple tag. So that's all those 3. It took me ages to do them. As you can appreciate, we've only got an hour. You just don't have the time to do it. You're like, oh my goodness, how am I ever going to catch up? You just don't. And when you're fasting, we basically have nothing. You don't have water, food, medication, nothing for that length of your fast. And you're talking about 18 hours, okay? And it's not like intermittent fasting, where with intermittent fasting, you can have water or an infusion or something like that, as long as it's basically 0 calories. You've not got any sugar or anything in it. You know, you could have black tea or coffee, that type of thing. So it's completely different from that. And the whole reason why we do this, the Quran was sent down to Muhammad in Ramadan. The start of it, it took 23 years for him to receive the whole lot of it through Jibril, you know, the angel Gabriel. So it's a very important month to us. And during this month, when we're fasting, we then have appreciation for those who don't have anything. Last night there was an appeal for Syrians in Lebanon. And I didn't realise that in Lebanon, you know, they've got these tents made out of like packing material and things like that. They have to pay rent for the ground that they've put their tent on. I know Jordan don't do that, but in the Lebanon, it's £100 and something per week that they have to find for this ground. And the irony is that if you go back to Syria, you can actually build a house for them, a 3-bedroomed house, for about £25,000. It just shows that, you know, the cost of materials in different countries. And it makes you appreciate what these poor people are going through. It's like, I remember a couple of years ago seeing these children, and there was a little bit of rice on the ground amongst all this dirt, and they were picking this rice out of this dirt because they could then wash that and it would go towards making some sort of soup for them. And there are other children, they go around the camps and they pick the bits of bread that they find on the floor and they save them, and then they mix that with a little bit of water to try and make bread because they have no money. And there was one little girl, she was 7 when she started work. She's now almost 14, and she is suffering terrible, terrible pains in her back because she works with potatoes. I mean, you can imagine sending your child at the age of 7 out to go and work with potatoes, be it cutting them, digging them out of the ground. It's something we don't think about. So for us, we are appreciating other people, what they go through, the hardships. The street children in Pakistan absolutely make me cry every time I see it, because these children 9 times out of 10 have had to leave home because either their parents have died or because their parents can't afford to keep them, and they're on the streets and they daren't sleep at night, because if they sleep at night, the bad men will come and they will put them into basically prostitution. That's what they do with them. And they take this mixture of like glue and boot polish, and it's like a drug to them and things like that. It just makes me cry. But this is why we fast in Ramadan, just in case people wonder, because sometimes you assume people know. And the irony with me is I studied every religion under the sun, going right back, you know, all the ancient Egyptian and everything else, and the only one I hadn't ever studied was Islam. So there you go. I know what it's like not to know. Anyway, that's enough of the lectures. Have an amazing day. I'm loving Ramadan. I really am. I've already read the Quran twice, and I'm starting it for the 3rd time. And the community is incredible. Even though we're all in lockdown and not with one another, you can feel the community. And it is unbelievable. And that is what is so precious about it. You know what you get at Christmas when everybody's going around, normal Christmas, not lockdown Christmas. People get all excited and the kids are excited and you're going to the school plays and all this. Like, it's that sort of feeling. It really is. It's that similar sort of thing. Anyway, have a wonderful day. Cara has done something really lovely for tomorrow for the Friday freebie. I haven't seen it yet, but she was telling me about it. So don't forget to join Cara's group, because the Friday freebies stay there. You know, if you go into files all the Friday freebies are there, and all the Friday freebies marry up to the different kits that she's done, but they can be used separately. They don't have to be used with that kit at that particular time, obviously. I mean, think about this one. If you were doing maybe a project, a journal on strawberries or fruit, or a summer, a summer journal, you'd want the reds, the oranges and the yellow, wouldn't you? These colours would be amazing for a summer journal. They really would. And then the green would be more, you could use that, or it could go more into autumn. They don't have to be used purely and simply for that, because that's one thing I'm trying to do is to go back and use kits that I've had for a long time. It's like with Tracy's. I'm always going back and using her tags and her labels and everything that I've had, and make the most of what you've got. Don't just use them once and then forget about them, because obviously we don't have money to spend on kits every day of the week. We really don't. Anyway, that's me. I'm gonna go and get ready for praying and try and have a sleep this afternoon before the kids come home from school downstairs. That is my biggest challenge, is working with the family downstairs so I actually get sleep. The other day, I normally go to sleep at 5:30 in the morning, and the other day I'd gone to sleep at 5:30 in the morning. About a quarter of an hour later, Dad gets up, as he does every morning, because he goes to work at 6 o'clock, and the wee one started, and she got up and she starts shouting at the kids, and so I didn't get much sleep that night. Oh dear, bless her. But that's the joys of having kids, isn't it? Anyway, have an amazing day, everyone, and hopefully I'll see you in a couple of days. I've got Norella from Calico Collage. She did a lovely freebie again, another wonderful freebie, and I've made it up. I just need to do the video, so I've got that one to do. And I'm working on another lovely journal, and I'm using some of Rainbow Lilia and some of a lovely lass called Lorella, who came out of the blue to me and asked me if I would use a kit to do something to show a kit. So that's almost finished as well, so I'm actually further ahead than I thought it would, but I've got to do some swaps now. Thanks everybody, love and blessings, see you all soon, bye.